If you're a subscriber, you've probably heard me say that all cannabis is local, and nowhere is that more important than the zoning issues cannabis business owners face. Today we dive into special use permits and their use in the cannabis industry on this episode of... Hi, I'm Tom, a cannabis lawyer with the collateral-based law firm, and I'm foreseeing a lot of cannabis special use permits in the future. Illinois is about to hand out hundreds of cannabis business licenses, and the vast majority of municipalities across the state have declared cannabis business operations a non-conforming use. With that, let's discuss some terms and some key topics. First, what is a use, or land use planning? Use refers to how real estate is used. Common law land uses are residential, industrial, commercial, agricultural, and recreational. These types of uses may be further subdivided into additional different types. For example, light industrial compared to heavy manufacturing. What's a conforming use? A conforming use of real estate is said to be by right, meaning that it requires no zoning relief or action by the municipality to establish the use. For example, when you buy a house, you do not have to get a rezoned or a special use permit for you to live there. You can live there by right. It's already zoned appropriately. But what if you buy a retail location for a dispensary or an industrial building for cultivation or manufacturing? That use is probably considered non-conforming, meaning that the city wants to impose additional regulations on that business in order for it to operate. And it's not like the city is only picking on cannabis businesses. That's not true. Shooting ranges, for example, create land use issues regarding the surrounding real estate, and therefore it warrants a special use permit as well in order to more safely operate the shooting range. Special use permits are also called conditional use permits depending on your jurisdiction. Like the term implies, the municipality places additional conditions on the use of the real estate. The special use permit for the real estate will only be issued if the business owner complies with all the special use conditions. Turn to your local cannabis business ordinances to see what types of conditions are set for special use permits to operate your cannabis business in their city limits. Here are some common ones. Setbacks, which are distance limits from sensitive types of other places, like churches, schools, daycares, that type of stuff. Distance limits between other cannabis businesses may be imposed to prevent the concentration of all the cannabis businesses in one area of town. On the other hand, in your area of town, is there like one or two particular locations where all the bars and nightlife are concentrated together? Yeah, why would a town want to prevent that for cannabis? Because we're just not ready for that yet, dude. Also, frequently the condition and the process in obtaining the special use permit includes a public hearing. Perhaps you must provide notice to all property owners within 250 feet or so in order for the public to weigh in on the usage adjacent to the property that may impact the value of their real estate that they own next to your dispensary or cultivation facility. So that begs the question, what happens to the value of real estate when a cannabis business opens up a shop in town? A study from the July 2019 Contemporary Economic Policy found that property values within a half mile of a newly opened dispensary rose 7.7%. So maybe mention that at your hearing on getting a special use permit for your cannabis company. Let's talk about some other conditions. Other conditions often include signage restrictions, site design, odor mitigation, perhaps an attestation that the business won't be a nuisance to the population. How do you prepare to get your special use permit? Well, have your company's cannabis lawyer reach out to the city attorney and open the dialogue with the municipality so that your team can put together the application appropriately so that your special use permit will be granted without any undue and unwarranted disruption. If you enjoyed this information on special use permits and cannabis businesses, give us a like and subscribe to this channel for more cannabis legalization news. If you want help on your application, visit me at my blog, CannabisIndustryLawyer.com, or my law firm's website, CollateralBase.com. Until next time.